And it's been far too long since we've had our man Boogie Buzzins, Eddie Gonzalez, host of the Etcetras with KD.
Come on, man.
Courtside
I was
Eddie.
about to say, man, come on,
Courtside
man.
Eddie. What's
Hey,
good,
hey,
baby?
let me ask you a question right now. Who got better seats, Eddie or Jay? Jay-Z, I mean, by the way. Boy, courtside spiked out and everything. I don't know, man. He's doing his thing, man.
Hey, that was an insane segue. I appreciate the warm welcome. How y'all doing out there, man? It's actually sunny out here. It's actually sunny out here, so I'm not as envious as I'm sure it's incredibly sunny out there on the out west as well. So we're at the 70s now. We're getting there.
No, it rained for like 36 straight hours yesterday, and now it's a little cloudy. I think we're getting we're getting the last rain for the next decade out of the way over the course of the next couple of days.
Wow. Wow. What was you guys?
How do we've been, Brooklyn's a team that, I mean, obviously we're all fascinated with for a variety of reasons, but Kenny had a great line, about a week ago. Brooklyn's looking at it like they just get into a series, man. The more they play, the more dangerous they could become. Now they got this matchup with Boston, which I think is super difficult for them. What's your feeling on the Nets coming out of, obviously you've watched them closer than any of us all year, but particularly coming out of that play-in matchup and then headed into this series against Boston?
I think Kenny's read is right. The longer the series goes, the more dangerous they are. I feel like with those two guys at the top, you got as much firepower as anybody. So they feel like they can shoot it out with anybody. Mm-hmm. They got to get some more synergy, and that's coming as time goes on. And you're going to add another element at some point with Ben, so you have to work that synergy in too. Mm-hmm. It's like, on one hand, you could say, they're about to peak at the right time. On the other hand, it's like they actually had to reach that peak, and we still got to see it. So I wouldn't call it a toss-up. I have confidence in what they got going and the two guys they have with a ton of championship experience, but they do have to go out there and do it, and they have a tough matchup to start with, and they probably welcome it this way. Like, let's just get right in the fire. It doesn't matter either way. We're going to have to play all these guys either way. Let's just go. And that's what they got.
See, and I agree with you in the shootout analogy. I agree with that as well. But here's the problem with that for me. And I want my guy Kyrie, to be able to go into Boston and knock out the Celtics. Sorry, Jesse. I'm just saying I want him to happen. But here's how I look at it, though. Let's just say KD and Kyrie average 30 a night. Like, we'll give them that. Those boys are bad. They can do whatever they want to do. 30 a night for them. If they're talking about getting in the shootout, that's only 60. They're probably going to need another 50 points. Can they get another 50 between Drummond, Seth, Bruce Brown? And I don't even know where you go after that. Maybe some garbage points for Claxton. Like, can they do it? Patty Mills? Can the others step up in a series against Boston?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the key. I think you're dead on, and you throw Ben Simmons into that if you want, I guess. Mm-hmm. But that's definitely the key, and you saw that in the Cleveland game. Down the stretch, they said, we're doubling Kevin. It doesn't matter. We're doubling Kyrie. It doesn't matter. And so the Cavs were willing to live and die with, we'll play 3-on-4 on the other side of the ball with Bruce Brown, with Nick Claxton, with Seth Curry, and whoever's left, and see what happens. And it killed them. So are the Celtics going to play it like that? Who knows? But they are going to force those guys to make plays, and it's time for them to show what they can do. Like the exact list of names you mentioned: Bruce Brown, Nick Claxton, Andre Drummond, some Goran Dragic, Seth Curry. I think they're capable. I think what we've seen from them is capable. We're talking about some seasoned pros. We're talking about some guys with some playoff experience. Mm-hmm. But it is going to come down to that. I think I see the series the same way as you. Kevin's probably going to get 35 a night. Kyrie's probably going to get 32 a night. And there's probably not much anybody can do about that. Mm-hmm. But, all right, we need another 60 points. And we need to stop the guys on the other side, too. And so how are we going to go about doing that? And that's what they need to figure out.
Yeah. Post-trade, Eddie, is this team better than they were? Is this Brooklyn Nets team without James Harden better with this more well-rounded collection that they have, even though Ben Simmons hasn't played yet?
Let me tread lightly, but let me say that I do think they're more dynamic in a sense where they're more varied. They're just doing more stuff. I was at the play-in game just kind of laughing at how much more they're moving around. And that's nobody's fault. That doesn't make them better or worse in my eyes, but there's more going on, and I think that's harder to guard. I think that's harder to contend with. And you've also got Kevin kind of digging into his playmaker bag as of late, and he's been talking that up big and wants people to know he can do that. He can make those plays. And the better he is at that, then the better they'll look as well. So I just think it opened them up differently. It made them quicker. Whether they're better after the trade or not, we really got to see Ben, I think, to fully evaluate that. And it's looking like we might soon. Yeah. And credit to him if he's going to jump right in there in the playoffs and guard Jason Tatum, guard Jaylen Brown, and play in that environment. But I think that's when we get the full scope of the trade. And if he's still Ben Simmons, then yeah, I think they won the trade. I think they're better. I think it fits what they want to do more than what they had.
Mm-hmm. Eddie Gonzalez, Boogie Buzzins, Sacramento zone of the et ceteras out here. Yeah, man, y'all, if you guys, I know you guys listen to the et ceteras and everything. This man is South Sac, born and raised, man. He's out here doing a big
courtside Eddie. It ain't even courtside Eddie at the Golden One Center. It's courtside Eddie at the Barclays Center.
Look, I just wanted to ask him, this was a story that I heard. I heard from multiple people. I just need to know if it's true. He pulled a big baby to Jay and Beyonce and went to them and was like, yo, you're in my seats.
I heard that too.
It's true. He went to Jay and Beyonce and said, you're in my seats.
Yo, I signed an NDA. We can't really
that's all right.
Length, so,
Beyonce don't play with that, by the way. Yeah, if you signed it with Beyonce, yeah, don't mess with
it. You know it.
I heard because you brought up Ben Simmons a couple of times. I heard he's walking around like he's Michael Jordan. Is there any truth to Ben Simmons walking around like he's Michael Jordan?
Yo, they said he's walking around like he's Jordan. I don't know if they meant Mike. I don't know if they meant DeAndre. I don't know if they meant Farmar. I don't know what the idea was. But yo, when I hear that, like, I'm not in the locker room. I don't see everybody seems to enjoy them and the things I do see. I don't mind the guy having confidence. I don't think this team does either. So, maybe there's the spin on that, but it seems like guys are getting a little excited about what he can bring. And he's doing more before the games. We actually see him working out now a little bit, and it's getting closer. And I think, if you're the Nets, you want to see him out there. You gave up a lot. You want to see him out there. And if you're Clutch, if you're Rich Paul, like, you want to see your guy out there too. So all roads lead to Ben Simmons playing basketball soon. When, who knows? But soon, it sounds like.
Yeah. Obviously, you're locked in on Nets Celtics. And I think for my money, that's the marquee matchup of round one. But we got some other good matchups. And I wanted to ask you about this one. Might be, ironically, the second best matchup of round one. Sneaky. I think T-Wolves Grizzlies is going to be on and popping. And you got Pat Bev going up against Ja Morant, and you got a guy in Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, who somebody tweeted the other day, and I think they might be dead on. It's going to be his league soon. He gets an opportunity to get his first playoff appearance. Is there any other series that you're looking at that you're excited about?
I think that's the one. I mean, there's other series as well. I'm intrigued by Warriors and Nuggets, but I want to see the intensity of that series. That's two teams. When you have Pat Bev, you have one team that's like that regardless, but that's two teams that love to talk, love to get physical, love to get after it. That's playoff ball. And watching Pat Bev and Desmond Bane and the rest of the Grizzlies cuss each other out for a week and a half, that's gonna be. I'm definitely looking forward to that more than anything else. I'm also intrigued by, if the Hawks can win this game tonight, I would love to see the Hawks Heat series. I would love to see what they do with that. The Hawks are a real live underdog. They went to the conference finals last year, started out rough this year, had a bunch of stuff going on, and might squeak their way in, and they're dangerous. They're dangerous. There's a lot to see there. But yeah, those are probably my series. And the Warriors Nuggets is more so like, are we gonna get the Warriors that we saw in December? That we were like, yo, the season's over, they're gonna win, or do they still have a ways to go before they get there? And they're playing against what's probably going to be the MVP. So there's a lot of stuff going on, man. But I'm with you in thinking that Net Celtics is the marquee, but we got a good bracket of games so far, man.
Yeah, we definitely do. You got a favorite podcast you've done so far? Favorite episode?
I like the ones where it's just Kevin and I, like, selfishly. we get more insight on what Kevin's got going on. But, you really can't beat talking to J. Cole for an hour and a half without being a professional basketball player.
Right.
And just as a Cole fan from, like, 2008, that was just dope to sit down and say, yo, your mixtape that I found on a forum was fire. let's talk about it. So I'm gonna say Cole, but they all got like special place in my heart. You know how that goes.
Somebody. Oh no, go ahead, Dave.
I mean, y'all have put out some podcasts, but man, that first one, those two podcasts with Kyrie, I don't think before or since you can get more insight into the type of dude Kyrie Irving is than that podcast. Like that was that one was different.
I'm happy you're saying that, man, because I'm really, really, really trying to get Kyrie back on the show. So we're going to see. We're going to see. I'm going to be in Boston. I'm going to be around the team a bunch. We're going to see if I can make that happen. But, yeah, I mean, that's obviously up there, too. And I'd love to sit down and talk with him some more. I've talked with him a bit behind the scenes as of late and kind of got to, put the bug in his ear. Like, yo, let's make this happen. And we'll see. We'll see if we can do that.
Yeah, that one was fire. I want to see the live stream from the Sunday open runs, bro. Come on, man. Put it on IG live stream.
Hey, you know we got to edit that down,
I seen a couple moves, though. I seen a couple moves. I was like, all right.
That's what I'm saying. We got to edit it down so that's what you see and you don't see the rest, my man. I'll make a deal with you, though. If y'all live stream some of your runs, I'll live stream some of my runs, and then we can all laugh at each other.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, ain't no defense being played on my runs. I'm only trying to get buckets. Neither. That's it. I'm only trying to get buckets.
Yo, fellas, I'm going to be in SAC in a month. We can hit up H&P and we can go, get our hoop on and look crazy and be tired and hurt our old man knees together.
Say less. Say less.
I'll start stretching and foam rolling and going to crowd therapy today. I might be ready by then. I might be ready for then. Y'all can put me in. Addy, Boogie, we appreciate you, my man. We're proud of you. You're killing it. We'll connect again soon.
Of course. Thank you so much, fellas. Have a good one.
Take care, bro.
Yes, sir.